Well, that doesn't look good. Where the hell's my camera? Every time I'm not, oh my God, it's just a hot mess. All right, give me just a second here, guys. While we get this sorted out. Let's turn that off. Why aren't you showing? Drag this up here. Maybe that works. But now it's too big. Oh my God. I'm telling you, OBS hates me. Still not showing. Let's see if I can click into the game if it'll show up. Bear with me. We are having some technical difficulties. Hi there, Helene. How are you, dear? All right, still not showing up. Okay, come in here, go properties. Okay, so it's showing up there. Okay. I have no filters. Hey, Christian, welcome to the stream, and welcome to everybody else as well. Have I mentioned that I'm growing to really, really hate OBS? All right, bear with me just a second here, guys. All right, I think I have one of these sorted. Hold on. Properties. Webcam. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Hey, look, it's me at least. That's all you guys came for anyway, right? Just to see this. Okay, probably not. Let's go ahead and minimize that. Yeah, black screens matter. Okay. So if I turn it off, turn it back on, nothing. Okay. If I turn this on, at least that shows up. It's not viewing the right monitor, of course. There we go. Oh, that'll work for now. And it went away. Oh, no, now it's back. It doesn't know what the hell it wants to do. Welcome, everybody. Yes, every time Windows has an update, my computer has to reboot, or I have a power outage and my computer shuts down. I run into issues with webcams not coming back, and I literally have to unplug it from the back of my computer and plug it back in. And that's it. That's all I have to do, is I have to get underneath the desk, unplug it, plug it back in, and it works. So, and as far as OBS, well, OBS is a piece of shit. It's getting worse by the day. So let's see here. Who do we got? Black Panther. How you did make it. Awesome. Welcome. And yeah, we got Count here. Now, you're not the only disembodied voice. Matter of fact, you don't even really speak, do you? Anyway, okay, so here are my thoughts for tonight. I want to get started on a road network. I want to elevate the road, starting from at least here, going down this way, and I'm flying just for ease of sake. Yeah, right? So obviously we won't be that high. We'll be like this high, right? And off into the rocky desert we go. And then there will be a road that cuts down and goes to this. This is eventually going to go away when we build the big steel factory over in that general direction, because we're going to need all 4 of the coal nodes in this area to feed the steel factory. This is got us to steel. This got us some steel beams, some steel pipes. It did its job, but we're going to make something much, 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 much bigger out that direction. So I'm going to have a roadway, because ultimately when we do trains and stuff, I will build an elevated train on top of the roadway. I've already built the design that I want to use, and it looks very cool. I haven't actually seen it with trains on it, because I haven't even unlocked trains in my personal playthrough. But the design itself looks really, really cool. So we're going to do that. But we're also going to zip on back up here. Dad joke, how do robots eat guacamole? With computer chips. And they're about as tasty as Tostitos. That's all I gotta say. Okay. This here has been a great starter factory. And if you're new around here going, that's a starter factory? Yes, this was the starter factory. Well, technically, this was the starter factory. This is the first factory that we built. And then we built the little limestone factory over here, the copper factory over there, and then this little rotor factory. This has been all well and good. And I have checked on the official Sanctuary Discord. The nodes here should not be affected. And that is several people saying the same thing. These nodes are North Forest. They may be on the upgrade map, because the upgrade map literally clips like right here, right? And then it cuts back into the Great Canyon. So these nodes are on the upgrade map, but I was told that these are North Forest. They are not being touched. So with that in mind, I'm thinking about ripping all of this out, because they are running Mark 1 miners, 120 ore a minute, Mark 2 belts feeding all of this. And now we have Mark 2 miners, Mark 3 belts. We could be pushing 270 ore a minute out of 4 iron ores. That's 1,080 ore a minute, plus another 540 for the copper. We've got this limestone here. There's another limestone literally right there. So that's at 540 limestone a minute. We got the 2 quartz nodes here. So there's a lot more resources that we are simply not tapping into. And I think it may be time to kind of tear it all out. Now, right now we're producing, I think, what, 20 reinforced iron plate a minute and 16 rotors a minute. But if we want to get into like setting up for the actual versatile framework, setting up a factory for versatile framework, I want to be able to take the reinforced iron plate from here and just dump it right into that factory. Throw it on a tractor, drive it over there, and just have it be there so that we don't have to keep creating reinforced iron plate. So the question is, and I'm not worried. I mean, if we come down here and look in storage really quickly, okay, these are each one industrial storage, absolutely full of steel plate, absolutely full of rods, full of screws. We don't even need this many screws. Okay, we're full of 4,800 reinforced iron plate. We don't need any more going into storage. We need to be devoting those to other more things. Okay, wire 24,000, cable 90, almost 9,600. We're full up on copper sheets. We're not full up on quick wire because it's all being fed over for AI limiters right now. But and all of this, that the quartz shards and the silica are all just sitting down the hill. We haven't even fed them up here. So our basic building blocks that we need to build everything, we're full up on. So if I rip this factory out, hell, I could pull the power on this thing and not even think twice about it. So, I mean, we could do it. Oh, and I threw these down just to see where the world grid was comparison to where I built. And yeah, for our first factory, it's not very lined up with the world grid. So, yeah, and I'm thinking about actually building up here, making this our level. I've tried it before I even started streaming this game. I tried building up here, but I know a lot more now. And actually, I would start back here because this is the highest point of this little area here to make sure that we didn't have any wood kicking out. What's up, doggo? How you doing, buddy? So, what do you guys want to see first? You want to see me rip this out? Again, even if it takes us a couple episodes to rebuild this whole area, I'm okay with that because we have everything that's being generated here, we have in storage. So, it's up to you guys. What do you guys want to see first? I was very nervous for this spot as well, Helene. Obviously, the space elevator wouldn't stay right there anyway. And I have a plan for something that I want to do with the space elevator, and it is not in this area. Something much more grandiose for the space elevator. Take it down. Now, here's the thing. I can take this down like that. I'm like Thanos in the snap. I can take this down fast. And hell, we could come all the way over here and take all this quartz out as well. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to fly way over here. I don't want to cut into our storage right now. Now, we may end up taking the storage down too. We're going to set that point there. And then set a point here. And there. And there. And if you guys have never seen the area actions mod, this is the area actions mod. We're literally going to highlight around everything that we've built in this area. Okay, so we got all that. We'll come back, cut off some of this 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐵. Okay, and then we want to put it right here. Right, so we don't cut into that, but we want to set another pin here. There we go. So now we're not cutting into our storage area at all. And now I'm actually going to fly down here. No, I haven't done that. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Right over by the door. Now all I'm going to do is right click and say mass dismantle. And we're going to say yes. Dismantling 3,085 buildings, returning a total of 109,735 items. Do you want to receive the items in a crate near you? Yep. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to say clear. Get rid of our little boxes there. And it's all gone. All of it. The hub, everything. And it cut off perfectly right where I wanted it to. So we are free and clear. Yep, it got it all. And what it did is it gave us this little box here with everything that was in that building. All those buildings. Yeah, that is a stupid amount of building supplies. Even the ores. And all of our tickets that were in storage bins. Some power shards. There's our hub. Probably need to put that back on. Let's go ahead and grab that. Figure out a place to put our hub. Out of the way. So let's put it, I don't know, over here. And I need to turn off the truck as well. All right, there's our hub. Let's go find our truck and disable the autopilot on it for right now. So I didn't take out this coal plant over here because obviously it's feeding our little coal plant there. Found the truck. Don't run me over. All right. Open, disable. And now I'm just going to pull it out of the way. Not that it was using any power there anyway. This whole place is shut down. Yeah, it's not doing anything. So that truck was literally driving back and forth doing nothing. So. Okay. So, like I said, we have 1,080 iron ore a minute at our fingertips. So now we just want to figure out how we're going to build this thing. And I do think that going up is our best. Coming up here so that we're not restricted in this stupid little valley and building across the valley so it looks like it's totally supported on both sides. I think that's the game plan here. So let's grab the old chainsaw and we'll turn off fly mode here. And get to work. Let's just pluck all that really quick. There we go. All right. And then over yonder. Whoops. There we go. Autosave kicking my ass. Okay, so I think that's a good start. Let's go ahead and get all this out of the way. Might as well take this tree out. Okay, we're gonna need some building supplies. Let's put that away. Yeah, that they will. I have mine turned down to 10 minutes instead of 5. Okay, let's grab some concrete. Grab some rods just in case we need them. I'll grab a couple things of wire, a couple things of cable. All right, that's a good start. Let's get some foundations laid. All right, so if we start back here and let's take a look at the world grid. If you guys don't know how to get to the world grid, just hold down the control key while you're in just like, you're not up against any other foundation, just a single foundation. Hold down the control key and that is the world grid and it's perfect north, east, west, south. So this lines up perfectly with that. So $15, okay. Okay, I might have overshot just a little bit here. I mean, we're gonna end up in that cave. Yeah, probably overshot just a hair. That's probably better. All right. There it is. Okay. And away we go. I don't want to go into the Great Canyon too much. I do worry about that. Yeah, the smart mod is definitely a bit of a learning curve, but it is so great when it's all said and done. Whoopsie. Yeah, and what we can do is we can build out this way, like from here, and build over. So we grab the limestone and then come back. And then we can envelop grab the copper over here. I guess we don't want to go much further than that, just so that we don't have those in the factory. That's a pretty good floor. It's a pretty good start, huh? Okay. So, to get rid of all the smoke stuff, because we wiped everything out, let's do this. Quick save. There we go. Exit domain. We're going to have a crap ton of smelters. Smoke clear out? Yes, yes, yes. Yep, smoke cleared out. Perfect. Got plenty of room for storage now, don't we? Okay. So let's do the quick math here. Say 1080 divided by 30. Yeah, 36 smelters just for the iron alone. So I don't like how it goes into the rock right there, but if we're going to put a skin on this thing, I may do like some like foundation walls and then do like some half wall kind of stuff. So this will just disappear, right? You know, as we build up, do our foundations. So not too worried about that. The tree we'll get rid of, but I want to give ourselves some room. So if we know that our outer floors, especially on this corner, are as far as we're going to go, maybe we do want to go a couple more. Yoink. Just thinking to give us as much room as possible, you know. There. Come here. Out to there, and then go that way. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, let's just grab swatch floor. Okay. So if the outer ring is going to be filled with walls and windows and stuff like that, yes, turn it into a feature. Then we're going to want to have some walkway. So this is going to have to be where our first smelters were. So then our smelters, and we'll just do this in sections. Like we'll do all of our iron over here. Okay, most of this building is going to be iron, to be truthful, with 36 smelters. But I think that might work better. So that way we can come up here and we can walk around and look at what we built. So yeah, we'll start here. And smelters. Okay. And we will bring our ore in. Since there's not really enough room down here, If we can't walk through it, I don't want to run a belt through it. So maybe over here we could. I don't know. That might look kind of weird. Have to figure that out. And I don't want to crowd the smelters either. So we'll just do several rows of smelters. So that'll be 6 there. And we come over here, hold down the P key, and bam. Okay, I need room for this, for the ore to go out, new ore to come in. So we did another row of 6 here. Is that just too much room? Am I just thinking about this too crazy? That's a lot of room between these. I don't know that we need that much room, because we certainly won't be able to fit 6 rows if we do. All right, let's shorten it up. Let's come back here. 6. Extend it out. Because we can, in this space, we should be able to, if we come over here, no, Shift 3. So we could put one here and one there. And is that too close? No, I was able to get a belt in. That's all I'm worried about, right? Oh, maybe not. Oh, that could be just because, yeah, that's a merger. That's why. So if we went with splitter, oh no. 9, there we go. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we can feed in and feed, or feed out here and feed in here. Or, no, we're gonna do this much more efficiently. We're gonna flip these around. Ah, come on now. Get rid of that. And that. Okay, we're gonna flip these so that the input is facing this direction instead. Like that. And then we will get rid of all of these. And we will do it so that our input is facing here. Right? So we can double input. So let's grab us a splitter. And it's just a temporary placement here. I mean, and we can even leave it so that there's a little bit, you know, that little gap is fine by me. And then we can place this one here. There we go. Now we have 270 lines. So these each splitter is 60, right? So if we say 270 divided by 60, so we could do essentially 4 groups for each. Yeah, because that would be 8. What's up, Russ? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so we'll just have to drop in or leave a gap between every 4. So let's spin this around so that it's in line. So we'll say 4. Okay, and then we'll come over here and do, make sure that's lined up properly. There we go. And do 3 more there. I wanted to space those out though. I do want to space those out. So let's do this. Oops. Bastard. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. H to hold, P for place, like that. Oh, that one. Ah. Helps if we start with this one in the right spot first, huh? There we go. Okay. Now 3, H for hold, P for place. There we go. Okay. Now. So then leave a 1 floor gap because we're going to have to drop down, right? Or come up from underneath one way or another. And then we'll do the same thing here. Do 4 more. All right. We're getting there. So each one of these is a 240, right? Now we could not overclock, right? Because what are we getting if we overclock? We're getting 4 more smelters if we overclock versus not overclock. Because we're getting an additional 30 from each node, which would provide one more, the ore for 1 more smelter. So we could just not overclock and do 4 batches of 8 here, which would easily, like, we could take all of this, duplicate it, and put it all right here, and just be done. Maybe that's just the easier thing. I don't think I'm too worried about 120 ore at this point. So, what do you guys think? I mean, it doesn't matter to me. We can easily do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 9th row. All right. While we're noodling that around, we're going to come over here and we want, oh, see, look. Then we could pair these up. What a brilliant idea, right? These are input to input. These are output to output, if I put this one correctly. Huh? Oh. Now we're talking here. Except I don't think my spacing is quite right. Yeah, see, we'd want it there. So this would need to go back by 1 more. There. Yep. Now the question is, oh yeah, 8 times 30. It's 240. We got 270 belts. So what I'm thinking is that these 4 that'll be here and these 4 here, we can capture all of that ore in 1 output. Away it goes. So, all right, let's continue with this thought process. Wait a minute, do I have that lined up right? I don't. I have that one backwards again. It needs to be this way. There. All right. Do the same thing over here. All right, now we just need 1 more row. And we will pair the inputs on these. Let's grab us a splitter first. There we go. Perfect. You know, the P key is not a key that you normally hit while you're playing games. So I constantly have to look for it. All right, one more set here. There's all of our smelters for our iron. Not bad. My voice is too low, or in the video? I know that you guys are having a conversation, Russ. I just want to make sure you're not talking about me. If I need to move my mic, I'll do that. I gotcha. I want to welcome the new viewers. Welcome, everybody. We literally ripped out our starter base, and we're starting over. So, okay. Since all of our iron is over here, right? All 4 nodes are over in this area. I want to I think we may feed it up like here, come up and then over and then come down. But the thinking is all the nodes are in that direction. So we want all of our feed in our inlets, inputs coming this direction, right? That makes sense. So let's remove that. And that is the right way that we want them to be. So we'll go ahead and get these put in. What happened there? I put them all back too far. Of course I did. So we're going to line off the right one, and then we have to replace all the ones on the left with that last row. We're not going to make the same mistake like I did, I made at the coal plant. So, and I still haven't fixed that yet, but I'm going to. Okay. Now grab you. Make sure that we're lined up properly this time. There we go. Oops. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Slacker, how you doing, buddy? Happy Monday to you too. Hope your Monday was well. It treated you well. Let's go ahead and get all these belted in. Okay, get this side done. Okay, now I'm going to grab our Mark III belts. Why? Just because I believe when you're setting up a manifold, if you run your better belt, now down here at this end, this 240 this 270 makes sense. But beyond that, you would go, well, you're not even close to the 270 mark. This belt would probably still require the 270. This belt will probably, well, this belt could be a 120. So this could be a Mark II belt. But with that being a 60 belt and this being a 60 belt, and it's receiving 210 in, this belt is actually going to actively take more than the 60s would. So it should be an even split, but it's getting the stuff down here faster. So it's getting into the smelters faster. That's my reasoning anyway. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I have nothing to actually prove what I just said. It's all just a bunch of bullshit. But it sounded good in my head. So, okay. So those are all belted in. Now we just need to figure out how we want to bring this stuff in. Off for a few days. Nice. Yeah, I looked up, or I looked on my timesheet software, and it was like, by the end of the year, you're going to have so much, time off, PTO. And I was like, oh, and I can only carry over like 40 hours. So it's like, I've got to take some time off. So I have a 4-day weekend for Memorial Day. I have a 4-day weekend for 4th of July. And I'll be taking like the day after Thanksgiving off, the week between Christmas and New Year's off. And I'll probably another 2 weeks worth of stuff that I'll have to take off there. So. Okay, so let's set up our miners and get them pointed in the right direction so we know where we can put our lifts and stuff like that. All right, now the nice thing about setting up on the world grid is I don't need to bring a bunch of walls down. I know that this is literally perfectly in line with probably that square right there, because I'm holding down the control key. And then I can come over here without having to draw out a bunch of foundations, hold down the control key again, and you can see where it's snapping. So if we want to run that way, we can. And since we're trying to probably feed out to about here, not all the way out to the edge, because I'm not going to use regular walls, I don't think. I think I'm going to use some foundations with like concrete and highlights and stuff like that. So I want to come in to about here. So this is where all the lifts will be coming up, is in this row here. So I kind of want to make sure that we get pointed in the right direction for all of that. Why are you so low? There we go. That's better. We could probably spin you that way. 670. Wow. Yeah, and is that just sick hours? So that's not including any vacation time or anything like that? Now this may need to go out this way. We'll see. Oh yeah. Definitely. Okay, let's play around with this a little bit. I probably need to go get yeah, everything. So encased industrial beams, steel pipe, modular frames. So let's come back in here, and I'm going to need 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll start with 7. Because that's the 4 iron, the 2 copper, and the limestone. All right. Let's go get everything we need. All right. Portable miners. We'll pick everything from this box first, or these boxes. So we need 14. Okay. Cool. We only got to make 2. I'm okay with that. Encased industrial beam, we need 70. Well, okay, so a stack of 200. Oh, no, sorry, that was steel beams. We didn't need that one. We did need steel pipe, though. Then modular frames. There we go. So we just need 2 portable miners and 70 encased industrial beams. Uh-oh. I don't have 70. So I will have to make some. Luckily, I can't make them in here. I have to, we should probably set down a crafting bench down here. Just put it right here in the middle. Yeah, they don't give us sick hours anymore. Everything is just PTO. So like, you know, when I have to go to the doctor or I'm out sick or anything like that, then it all comes out of the same place. So, all right. So we have enough encased industrial beams to make our miners. Perfect. Now we just need 2 more portable miners, which we can make 201 of. There we go. Okay. Now we can put down our miners. So obviously this one I want to point in this direction. So there we go. And the same thing with that one. Ooh, maybe. Maybe, baby. I suppose we could come up to here and then come over and then up. Yeah, so that'll work. Okay. This one, can we point it that direction? Cool. Hey, doggo. How you doing, buddy? Do I have any berries for you? No, I don't want to befriend him right now. Well, hold on. Maybe I do. Let's come over here. And we'll drop these on the ground. There you go. Come on over. Aren't you just precious? Oh, he's happy now. All right, so he hasn't brought us anything yet. So let's go ahead and we'll pick these back up. And we'll get out of fly mode. And we will walk him back over here. Because he's going to follow us everywhere. Come on, little buddy. The doggos are absolutely precious. And if you don't think so, then there's something wrong with you. Can he come down here? Or maybe I should go this way. Oh, this drops down too. Oh no, where'd he go? There he is. Oh, I just did. I pet the doggo. Yes, he didn't have anything for me yet. All right, we're going to have to build us a ramp, buddy. Just so we can get you up and down. So let's do that. Let's grab the double ramp here. We'll kind of stick it right here. Maybe I hop down here. There we go. There you go. Good job. Come on. Let's go. Can you hop down here? No? Oh, he figured it out. God, he's smarter than I am. All right, come on, little buddy. There you are. Okay, so we're going to come in here and we are going to build our little doggo buddy a wall. Okay, we're going to put a wall here and a wall here and a wall here and then a wall there. There we go. So now he's safe and sound and we can go build. Okay. And the doggos bring you stuff. That's other than them being cute as hell. That's why you collect the doggos. All right, so we're gonna aim this one this direction, just because I know that it's gonna need to feed up underneath here. Okay, so that gives us a pretty good idea. So let's drop. See if we can't figure out where to put a hole. So it looks like maybe right here. Let's grab us, go to logistics, floor hole. Okay, there's one. Yeah, I know, that was ridiculous. Okay, and this one. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll bring in that one right next to it. No, yeah, maybe over here. Yeah, we'll figure that out. And then this one, I don't know why I'm guessing at this, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay. So let us grab, oh, I have no beams. Ah, yes. Bots proving why we should do subscriber only chat. Yeah, I know. Okay. Bring this up. How close was I? I'm as close as I'm going to get because the miners very rarely ever line up perfectly. Even on the world grid, the miners don't line up like that. But it's, did I put this one in backwards? Yeah, I put that one in backwards. Totally did. There we go. All right, Mark III belt. Ta-da. One done. Yes. And this game is just early access right now, so it's kind of crazy. I mean, granted, it's been around for quite a while, like 3 years. All right. So the real question is when we put the other drop in, they're going to be too close, right? If we angle it this way, right, and then put one in this way, can we do a belt around? No. Even though it looks like it would line up perfectly. Invalid shape. That's the perfect shape right there. How about that way? Nope. Okay. So let's do this. Let's take this one back out. And we're going to put this one in like this. And then we will just direct this one around. Yeah. Not right now, it doesn't. I mean, and like I can come in here and like turn off the fog. Because it actually does a really good job of its render distance is decent, but not stupid. Like you can see some of the trees over here, but there's a lot more trees actually over there. So you can still get an idea as to what's on the cliff sides right there. But no, they've actually, I mean, for an early access game that's been around like 3 years, they've done a pretty good job with optimization so far. All right. Okay, what do I want? I want... Yeah, when you have a lot of belts and stuff running with a lot of items on them, then your frame rate kind of starts taking a hit. I want... let's do that. Oh, gotta put more. There we go. What's the other one that I want right now? Is it that one? No. There it is. That's the one I want right there. I gotta wait a minute and a half. All right. We'll wait. We'll go pet our doggo. Hey, buddy. Aw, he makes cute little sounds too. See, he just wants to go with us. So we have to put him in a little pen. I imagine this thing is full, yeah? Oh, yeah. Lots of beams and pipes. Yeah, that little steel factory that we made did a good job for us. But we're going to make something much, much bigger. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. Oh, here it comes. There it is. I see it. Without geometry, life is pointless. And they got some great animations too. Okay, now that that's back, I want this other one. Let's go ahead and get this done. All right, that's all I needed right there. All right. What's up, Daryl? You big fat bean. What are you doing half in my building, half out? Did you get stuck again? Serves you right, you bastard. All right. Now, the reason I did all of that is because I have one of these wonderful quality of life mods that gives us extra things that should be in the game, damn it. And one of them is ceiling conveyor pulls. Oh yeah, it's nice. So if I line this up, pretty much, I don't know if that will, let's see if that'll work right there. No, okay, still too close. But yeah, ceiling conveyor pulls. How about right there? Perfect. Please work on this side. Aha! I'll take it. Hi, Barbarian. How you doing, buddy? All right. So we got ore in that one. And then we are going to wrap a belt. Let's grab some flooring here. We're going to go here. And then go that way. Then we're going to come over here and go that way. Don't even need this last one. Okay, so for this one, let's do it a little bit different. Bring this down and point it this direction. And that's one too far. Okay. Let's grab us some belt here. There. It's about as good as that's gonna get. So close. Are you kidding me? Okay, so if I put this right here, it's not gonna line up. Man, that would be epic if I could get this to line up with that. Oh, look how close that is. That sucks. All right. Oh well. Okay, so how do we want to do that one? What did Romans use to cut pizza before the rolling cutter was invented? Little Caesars. That's horrible. But really funny. Okay, what am I gonna do with this? Gonna have to get a little tricky here. Or Or let's go ahead and get rid of that line. Let's grab this again. We're going to bring this down. Ignore that light pole. That's not there. Can you see it? Ah, damn it, you can. Not from down here. No, that probably won't work. No, we're not going to do that. We'll take it right above the light. It's not optimum, but it is what it is. Okay. And then I want to hook this and then go that direction. It's kind of different, but it works. So now for this one, actually that's not going to work. Not on this side. Because I bring this one down and turn it that way. Get rid of this belt. That doesn't need to be there. That makes much more sense. So we'll get rid of that. And that. And let's grab our lift again. Come down this direction. Okay. Then we'll hook to that and come down on this side. Gonna be so close. I'll take that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that works just fine by me. Okay. So now we have all four of them plugged in up here. You didn't see nothing? Good. Yes, they invented Caesars. Okay, so now we just need to come up and over and drop back down in, right? So obviously we'll take this one and we'll come along here. And then we'll come along here. And then we'll chunk and drop it in. Okay. So we need some temporary walls here just so that I have some stuff to snap to. So let's go here. Let's grab a wall. We'll run out 8, come up. Let's see, 4, 16 meters. That's, well, yeah, it's plenty of room. Oh yeah, that's plenty of room. And it'll make the place feel a little bit bigger. Okay, and while we're at it, let's go ahead and run this at least down to where that one is. Oh, we should have built up more. Down to there. Oh, here. We can go up. All right, cool. Now we want... We're doing Mark III lifts. Bring this up to here. All right, and then pick that. And we want the conveyor wall mount. Can we run it over to here? Is that the right height? That looks like about the right height, huh? I guess we'll find out. Perfect. Actually pulls it away from the wall a little bit, which is fine. And now if we came over here and did this. Could I be that lucky? Probably not. Come on, you guys been around long enough. I was off by 1 click. That's all right. 1 click. This needs to go there. Now it lines up perfectly. Got a nice 90-degree turn and wham bam. Yep. Now the real problem is going to be getting to here. How to do that? Well, we could throw down some flooring and just hanger it. Yeah. So we'll just call this our first floor, right? So might as well come down here. We're gonna need it. Run this out this way, then run it that way. Anyone that says that mods are cheating, I'm just lazy. Deal with it. What's poking up over here? No! Oh no. That doesn't work. All right, let's try this again. This time without the oops. Okay, this should be the same height as that one over there. Now I guess that one's sticking through the wall, the ceiling too. So let's fix that. Let's fix all this shiznit. We're gonna get it fixed. There we go. Okay, and come back up. And I'm not worried about it clipping into the wall because remember this wall is temporary. So that I'm not worried about. Okay, then flip this that way. That needs to come down a tick now. And no, I'm not just doing this because I'm streaming it. That would bother me. There. That's the right height. Yeah, you can ask Mr. Faentur. I'm this conscious of detail, even in my personal playthrough. So, all right. So now we don't have anything poking up through the floor. The belt's at a good height. Okay, cool. So now for these, we will bring them out and then across and feed in. Let's grab our lift. Okay. Put that one there. What did the mountain climber name his son? Cliff. Yeah, that was horrible. Horrible. Oh, it didn't group them like that? Oh, it's down here. Why would that be in logistics? Oh, I guess they're all in logistics, aren't they? No, it was the storage container that threw me off. Okay. So, this is our line here. And we're coming in just on the inside of this seam. Okay, so we want to attach here. And then there. That should be right. Awesome. Okay, and then we will grab a lift, put it here, put it just underneath the belt. And this one is going to dip down, but there's not much I can actually do about that. Well, actually, no, I could make it long, so it takes longer before it dips down, huh? Maybe put it here. How close can we get that? Let's try. Let's try it here. Perfect. Much better. What is the mountain climber's least favorite time of year? Fall. Nice. That was much, much better. All right. I like hanging conveyor belts. It makes it look so much better. All right, lift as high as we can. That's perfect. And then lift here. Get in, thank you. Bring that up. Okay, we're going to copy this one. Or do we might be able to. Let's see. No, we need to be one more over. Need to be here. Yep. And we'll see how that looks. Let's take this and feed it up into there. Nope. Negative, Ghost Rider. That is not going to work. Okay. So we will bring it back to, well, I need to bring this one to here. Or there, maybe? That's probably not going to work either, but nope. Okay. Maybe we just run and it'd be cool if I could stack those. Stack one under the other. Oh yeah, that would be fantastic. A 3 out of 10? Nice. Thinking if we take this one and bring it all the way over here for this, that would give that one way over here that we're going to come up and run along, because we can bring it anywhere along in here and then come across and then have it dip down. Because if we went, okay, let's line up with this lift, okay? We went to here. Is that far enough? I mean, it's not clipping. But the problem is this one coming across here. It's unfortunate. Because let's just put this over here just for the proverbial shits and giggles, as it were. Oh yeah, no, that does not work for me. I mean, to be fair, the game will absolutely run this 100%. It won't be a problem. But yeah, no, we're not doing that. But we will grab this and we are going to put this right there. Okay, we're going to run a belt from here to there. We will grab a lift and put it there. And then we can bring this one down. Like that. That works. I mean, it's not as cool because the whole drop down thing, but It's better than having it like way back here and then doing the dip down into the other one. So, all right. We'll deal with that. Need to bring one more floor over here. Grab our lift. No. Let's try this again. There we go. Now up. Okay. And now we're going to want, see that. Wall mount. I do believe, yep, it's right on this seam here. I'm not sure how far I can, because belts can only be so long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm guessing it'll probably only come to here. I don't know why they made belt lengths. Oh, I'm literally one click too far away. Yeah, it wants to connect. It's just missing that last little bit. So I was close. Needs to be there. Not a bad guess though, huh? For just kind of spitballing it. Now, why aren't you working? What do you mean you're too long? How about now? Okay. Stupid thing. Okay. Then we need one here. Yeah, because 1, 2 puts it right there. Okay. So there. And then we put that there. Then we'll grab one of these. We'll just kind of get it going here. Put those all in the same row so it looks more unified. Nice 90-degree turn. Gotta love it. All right. Grab our lift. Oh, so you know what? There's 8 of you in the chat. What do you guys think about the delay of Starfield? Since we're on the subject of King Todd. Okay, so we are on this side of that floor. So that's even with the belt. So 2 that way. Let's go 3 that way. And then 1, 2 that way. Okay, grab that. Perfect. 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 90 degrees. 90 degrees. And Bob's your uncle. It does suck. But you know what? If Bethesda's actually, and this may be one of the edicts of Microsoft in the fact that, hey, we're going to let you guys build what you want to build, but you got to do better. You can't release games, AAA titles that are just really buggy. Because while I didn't have a lot of, Faentur and I were talking about this the other day. My first couple playthroughs were, I mean, I had bugs, but nothing game breaking, right? It wasn't a bad experience for me. For him, it was a horrible experience for Fallout 4 when it first came out. He actually put the game down for a few weeks until they released a patch or 2. So I think maybe Microsoft said, hey, we're going to give you the money to go do what you want to do. But on the same token, you have to do better. And so if they looked at the state of the game and said, you know what? We need to do better. Awesome. Do better. I want Bethesda to make fantastic games that we can all love. So if they have to delay it by 6 months, you know, do it. Don't be the next Cyberpunk. Well, to be fair, Russ, if you look at the engine as it sits in 76, if you took away all the multiplayer stuff and just had the engine as it was, if you think of the graphic fidelity of Fallout 76 versus Fallout 4, the revamped engine that BGS Austin came up with before they piled on all the multiplayer stuff is a much, much better engine than what we had in Fallout 4 or Skyrim. So, I mean, I agree with you, though. I would much rather have, hell, shit, you know, go to Unreal Engine, go to UE5. Or come up with a brand new creation engine, you know, the third iteration. They have enough studios. I mean, look at id. They're running some fantastic engines within the Bethesda ZeniMax bubble. But then again, like I said, you look at 76. That was a much, much better engine than what Fallout 4 was. Because they literally took the time. They had the time to literally go through, clean out 15 years of bad code. Well, I certainly hope not. That's the hope. Okay. So, we now have our inputs all sorted. All 32 of our smelters are now hooked up. Everything's belted. Oh, gotta go under that belt. Everything's belted here, belted here. We need to sort outputs now. Okay. So we are going to output, because we can output 8 smelters, technically 9, on a belt, on the Mark III belts that we have. So let's grab our splitters, or our mergers rather, and we're going to merge this direction so that we can come up. Like as soon as we are here, we can come up into the next layer and then work back out that way again. We may end up having a bunch of extra space down here because well, the assemblers are going to take up a lot of space up above, but we could do like copper starting here. So we could, you know, segment a little bit, put in a couple floors, and then do our copper stuff here, and then do our limestone stuff over there, or bring over the quartz from down here, these 2 quartz nodes, and we could bring those in up underneath or something like that, and work on that as well. So, and we may still do that on like a higher floor, just bring it right up the side of the wall. But let's go ahead and start laying out these mergers. Now, see, that's not going to be a lot of walking space. That's going to suck. I don't think I can get that merger any closer, though. I think that's just too close. Can I get a belt in it? Oh. Again. And here's what I'm thinking. If I have my walls like that. Oh. Like that. I guess it's not too bad. Yeah. It'll feel cozy for sure. Yeah, but you know what? That's what everyone said about the red engine too. I've never tucked mergers this close to a machine before. But if it works, it works. Okay, let's grab our Mark I belts. Ultimately, what I should have done, I already did that one, is I should have given us one more row of stuff over here. Because if you look, we would have almost a full row over here when we're said and done. But, oh well. What's up, TruFlat? How you doing, buddy? All right, so for all of these, I'm just gonna do a 270. It's not really needed because, I mean, that's 30, 60, 90, 120. But we're good, so I need to go get more beams. Let's grab like 5 stacks of them. There we go. We got all the stacks now. Okay, Mark 3 lift. Come up 1. Go 1 here, come up 1. There we go. Keeping all of our alleyways open here. Okay, so that one's done. And then we need to do this one here, and then one more set back here. Now this one is actually going to be a double because we can only carry 8 smelters worth of stuff. Well, 9 smelters, but they're in groups of 8, right? So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 in this group. And then, so we'll have to do something, we'll have to figure something else for this one. Okay, but we're still going to be all pointing that direction. So we'll get these centered. I'm running into something behind me. There we go. All right. All right, now let's get this one, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna lift over the top. This one's backwards. Because that's the one that I threw in when we were doing our measurements, so there we go. There we go. Okay. So what we could do is grab ourselves a lift and then come this way with it, right? But what do we do on this end? Because we'll have 2 lines coming through. Honestly, you could. Keep in mind, I have almost 400 hours in this game. So, all right. So if I put a lift here, right? Is that going to feed? Okay, maybe put it here. Let's just, I'm going to put this here temporarily to see if I can feed. No, I can't feed a belt into it. I have to curve out further. Okay. Well, I guess it's going to be the same distance. So let's try this. Let's grab. So we are right here. Grab a floor hole. Yep. Okay. So it needs to go right there. And then we will grab our belt and come down to there. Yeah, I think that's right. Grab our Mark III belt, plug that in. Yeah, I was not nearly as graceful with my belting when I first started this game. All right, so that's going to work. It's just getting this hooked up here now. So if I come here, spin that around. I'd have to come out to here. I'm going to venture a guess. And I should reverse that so that I can actually hook up. Let's do a reversey. It doesn't matter where that's pointing. I'm just, this is a thought project here. Okay, so that is going to give me my 90-degree angle. So I have to be half a click over into the next floor. Not a big deal, because we're going to be extending our floor out one more anyway. Right, because this is all going to be walls. This is going to be foundation walls. So let me lay that out for you guys just so you have an idea of what I'm talking about here. Okay, it's a little high, but... And then we can come in here and go concrete, right? So it's going to look much better. But then we'll do like inset walls and beams and stuff like that and windows. So we'll get some natural light in here. It's just a matter of navigating around, so... All right, there's that autosave. Okay, so we know that that's good. I want to see how close I can get it. Let's see. So that's the right point there. Did I get it right? No, maybe right there. We come up and... Okay, so now I know where the hole needs to be. There. Okay. Grab our lift. Come down. Are you gonna work? No. Oh, I have it backwards again. Because I suck. Yep. That's the way it needs to be. There. Still no. Okay. Now, the real question is can I bring this here? Make this turn. Okay, so it will place there. Now, if I bring down my lift, it beeped. That's all I'm worried about. That'll work. Because the little beep there at the end let me know that it recognized that that was an output. So. All right. Let's grab our conveyor lift holes. We need to line up on this one here, and it's going to be there. Okay. Hear the beep. Yeah, that's not right. This needs to move over one more. There. Yep. Yep. Okay. There we go. Perfect. That's what I like to see. And then we just need to finish this row here. Lift there. Okay, grab this lift. And we went up one. Here, up one. Belt. In we go. Okay. Okay, and then we just want that lining up with, so it's on the corner of the floor. Yep. Yep, so it'd be there. So there. Okay. Grab our lift, come down. Heard our beep. We're good. All right. So that is 960. Is that what it comes out to be? Yeah. 1080 minus 120. Yeah. 960 iron ore. Yeehaw. Okay. Now up here, it looks kind of goofy. Let's run this way just so that we have an idea of what our boundaries are. And then this would be, come on, get there. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Now my question is, do we want to do a small logistics layer, right? So we come here. Like that, right? And then we work underneath. So even though these are like all kind of like little cattywampus and stuff, we could grab, come on, you can highlight for me. Thank you. Grab one of those and then bring it back here and put it centered on the floor like that. Okay, maybe a little bit further back. Again, centered. There we go. Yeah, little pancake floor. Right, put that there. Stick this one here. Grab a little belt. And boom. And since we'll never be down in here after we finish this, once we know our connections are good, this will really kind of clean things up. But before we go doing all of that, we kind of want to get an idea as to what we're doing. Like maybe this, like on this row isn't good. Maybe we want to bring it over here, or over here so that we can feed a row of constructors, right? Have a constructor here, a constructor there, and feed down the middle. Without having to worry about, now that we've brought it up here, now we've got to come over and then in and all that crap. So, okay, if we're doing reinforced plate, right, which is one of the things that we want to do, and we're doing rotors, I actually don't know that I want to do rotors here because I have a great rotor recipe, but it needs to be done well, they're all in an assembler. But I have the steel rotor recipe that requires steel pipe and wire versus the regular rotor recipe that requires screws. If I could get away with not making a single screw in this entire run, I would be happy as a clam because I have an entire container full of screws down there already. And if I'd never had to make another screw again, that would be awesome. Until some like later down the way thing. So if I can keep this, if I can keep this place screw free, that would be wonderful. So maybe I don't make rotors. So what else could we make here with what we have? See, I don't even have the alt for the modular frames. Well, no, we could do modular frames because that's just rods and plate. Right? Now more screws. Done. Fini. Maybe this is what we do. Because instead of the reinforced plate, we can do the stitched plate, right? Which is iron plate and wire. And if we look in the constructor, let's just set one of those up. I have the iron wire recipe. So we don't even need copper to make the wire. We can focus our copper needs on other things other than wire. Because we have a crap ton of wire down here. For those of you that weren't here at the very beginning when I kind of originally went through this, I've got 24,000 wire just in this box. I don't need to make any more wire. So if I can make it like purpose built only, none for storage, I'm all for that. Reinforced iron plates we're going to need for lots and lots and lots of things. So I'm not worried about making more reinforced iron plate. I have 24,000 screws. I don't need another one. Okay. All this stuff is going to be for building other things. I don't want to feed any more rods or screws or iron sheets in here because we don't need to. For the rest of the game, we don't need to. We have enough for our personal supplies. If we need to make rods somewhere down the line for something else that needs to be built, we'll make it in that factory at that time. We don't need this factory producing it anymore. So, all right. Yeah, see, copper sheets is used for making pipe. We're going to be using a crap ton of copper sheets. So, let us... Okay, so we're going to come up here. We're going to make iron wire. See, and I have this alt for steel rods, which is fantastic. 12 steel ingots for 48 rods a minute. The problem is I don't want to bring steel into this because the only coal that we have around is that coal plant right down there that's feeding our small coal generator plant. That's the only coal in this area, except for all that coal that's over there. But that is all going to be going that direction to feed the steel foundry that we're going to be, the massive steel foundry that we're going to be setting up over there. So I would rather not touch any of this for that. So no steel over here. So we can't do the steel rods. So we're just doing regular iron rods. And then here, here we're going to do the stitched iron plate. All right, Christian, have a great night, buddy. We'll talk to you on Wednesday when we check out all the new goodness in Planet Crafter. Okay, so we're going to do the stitched iron plates. And then we're also going to do the... was it the rotor? Is that what we're doing? Rotors. No, not rotors. Modular frames. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So, good to know. So we need plate. A lot of iron plate. Let's take a look at our stitch recipe. So we need 18.75 iron plate per minute. I better write that down. All right, so reinforced plate needs 18.75 iron plate a minute and 37.5 wire per minute. And will give us 5.625 plates. I'm so glad that it's going to give us 2/3 of a plate. I was so worried about that. But it adds up over time. Okay. So how many of these do we need to build? We need to build... Well, what do we need for the modular frames? We need 3 per minute. So if we wanted to make, let's say, 10 modular frames per minute, right? That means that we would need 5 assemblers. It means that we need 15 reinforced iron plate per minute. We may want to make more modular frames than that, I'm thinking. Because we're going to need modular frames to make heavy modular frames and other things down the road. Gotta try and at least supplement what we will have to build later, right? If we know that we're making, let's say, 50 modular frames here per minute, and we need 100 down the road per minute, then we only need to make a plant that makes another 50 versus a plant that makes 80. That's the problem is I don't really know. I haven't beaten the game yet. I don't know everything that goes into everything that goes into everything that goes into everything. So trying to do a little bit of future proof in here. Yep. So let's plan on... So if we did 50, that's 25 assemblers. Damn it. Okay. So 25. So we needed 25 times 12. That's 300 rods a minute. And then how much was it for the plate? 3. So 75. 3 times 25. Yeah, 75. So we need 75 plates, or reinforced plate per minute. Okay, now we're getting there. So now 75 divided by this, right? 75 divided by 5.625 is 13 1/3. So we're setting up 13. Better write this down. 13 reinforced plate assemblers, or 13 1/3, excuse me. 13.33. I'll either overclock the 13th one or build a 14th one and only run it at 33%. So 13.33%. There we go. Okay, I got that. So now for the reinforced plate, we need to make 13 1/3 of these. So let's multiply this 18.75 times 13.3333. We need to make 250. Work that out. Okay. We'll come back and we'll work out the other half of the wire in a minute. But we know that if we come in here and go iron plate, we make 20 per minute based on this recipe. So, and we need to make 250 iron plate per minute. So 250 divided by 20 is 12.5. So we need to put either, we'll just say 13 constructors, the last one being at 50%. I know that that was a lot of information. So I'm going to pull this. Let's do the same thing. We have room, and we can always go up another level if we wanted to. So I want to give the constructors a little bit of room here. So if we go with that as our first one, and then come over here, and if we split the difference like we did with the other one, because I don't know, that should be enough room for a splitter or a merger or whatever it is. but I don't know if we have enough room to do anything else. So if we eyeball that, that should be enough. And that should be enough. Yep, they fit perfect. Does not fit perfect. So this needs to go over by one more. If I had it here, it needs to go there. And now it fits perfectly. But this is now going to stick out a little bit more too. Oh, there it is. That is a bummer. I wish that I could just pick these two up and just move it just a little bit more this way. Like literally one tick over. Just so that they're somewhat centered. So put it there. This there. There. Yep. And then pull this one back. Put it there. It's a little bit better. We're just getting kind of close over here to where the wall's going to be. So how many of these did I need again? Jesus. 13. So we could do 3 rows. Or we could just run all plates on this side and all wire on this side, right? And then the plates and the wire then go up to the next level to make the reinforced plate. So if we come over here, four, eight. No, did 4. There we go. And then did 3 and 3. So that's the 13 that we would need. So I don't know that it matters one way or another, whether we run the plates all here or keep the plates all grouped in this area. We're going to have this dead zone here though, because I don't want to mix and match. My cat was just sick on the carpet. I don't think that it's feline well. That one may deserve... Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Okay, so if we set this to iron plate, so we need 30 ingots in per minute. Each one of these is bringing 240 ingots. So if we say, we open this up, say 12.5 times 30 is 375. So we're not getting all of it off of one belt anyway. So we're looking at 60, 120, 180, 210. which leaves us an extra 30 coming out of that belt. If we brought that other 30 over to here, here's where the tricky part of the game is. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's really heavy, the other is a little lighter. I like that one. That one's cute. No, that one was kind of cute. All right. I need to pull 90 off of a 240 line. That's what I was afraid of. We're gonna have to do multiple splits. Okay, split a 240 into two 120s. Oh God, I don't want to do that. All right, Mr. Faentur, have a great night, buddy. All right, so if I have a 120 and God, 90 is such a weird number when you're dealing with like 120, 240. That's a lot of splits. Try and get that to work out right. We were 60, 120, 180, 210. Right. It's a lot of splitting. Because if I went 240 three ways, then that would give me 80, which may be worse. Because then I'd have to split an 80 into two 40s, a 40 into two 20s, and a 20 into two 10s, and feed one of the 10s back into the 80 to get the 90. And then feed the other 30 from this line. But actually, I don't need the 30 from, well, I got to do something with the 30 from, the extra 30 from this line. Now, granted, the 30 from this line will make two rod machines because the rods require 15 each. So, God, how would that look? Let's just, we're gonna do a little game here, boys and girls, is the splits. Okay, so that's a 240 line coming in. We split it into 3 80 lines, but we're only gonna focus on one 80 line. Okay, so that's our 80 line because the other two lines don't matter. We're just splitting this one. So if we split this 80 line here, okay, now we're splitting into two 40s coming out of here, but we only need to focus on one, right? So we're not even talking about all the mergers yet. Okay, so there's our 40 line. Okay, then we need to split that into two 20s. Here's our 20 line. And then finally, oops, wrong button. That's our 10 line. So to get the 10 that we need, it's 4 splitters. Yeah. That's rough. And why did we need 10 again? See, that's the head splitting part right there. Oh my God, why did we need 10 again? We had 30. This is 60, 120, 180. Why the hell did we need that 10? We have the 30 from here. Right, because we're 60, 120, 180, 210 out of 240. So we have an extra 30. That's easy enough to take care of. Because we could literally put a splitter here. This would get 30, and then the other 30 would go off this direction. And then we could feed back in here, which would feed one of these machines. But these machines are 60, 120, which is our half split. So we actually need 30. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna figure this out, guys. $60, 120, 180. But I need 150 out of 240. I could do 180. 180 is actually very easy. Okay. 240 coming in, right? So we have 120 and 120. Okay. If I split this 120. Oh, no, that's a merger. Sorry. If I split this 120, that gives me 60 and 60. I could take this out, make that a merger, put it there. And then, so this is a 120 line split into 60 and 60. So this 60 rolls back over here into this 120. This is now 180 going out. And then I have this other 60 over here. So that, all that goes away, right? So this is now 180 because it's getting 120 from here, and then it's getting 60 from this split feeding back into it. So that would take care of all of this, right? 60, 120, 180. So a line that we bring in here, we could do the splits underneath, and that would give us 60 out of here to do something else with. And then we have 30 left from this one. That would give us 90, which would give us 6 constructors worth of pipe, or iron rod, rather. I don't know why I needed the 10. I don't know where the 10 was coming from. But I could make that work. Because this is easy split merger kind of stuff. And we could do that under here. Actually, in here. So let's see if we can get this done. I'm going to feed this direction just so that I can deal with my mergers and splitters over here. Okay, so first we need a splitter coming off of this line. And we will put it right there. And we'll put a belt on it. Let's put in a floor hole up here. Put it right here. So we know where we're feeding to. All right, Barbarian, have a great night, buddy. All right, so that'll work. So we can feed into this. So from here, we have a 120 and a 120. This 120 is going to be our... Maybe this is the one we split? No, I need the room, so I'll split it on this side. Okay, so we're going to grab another splitter coming out of this one. So that's a 60 and a 60 coming out. Let's grab our lift, put it in. We'll face it that direction. Okay. Actually, we're not going to do that one there. We'll do it over here. Can I belt that? If I can belt that, then that's the way we're going to go. No, I need to move it over. Okay. Put it right there. Belt that there. Okay, so that's 120 going in there. Let's actually throttle that, make sure it's on a Mark II belt. Okay, it's on a Mark II belt. And then over here, we'll put a merger. Make sure that we have the room for it. And we're going to go that direction with it. Okay. And then here, we feed in the other 120 from the splitter. And then from here, we pull the 60 off to feed into the merger. Now this has the 120 plus the 60, gives us the 180. Mark III belt, go right in there. There. And then that Mark III belt will feed all of these. See, not so bad. Not yet, anyway. All right. Splitters it is. We're going to head... No. Which way are we headed? Yeah, that way. Splitter there. There. And there. Now we grab our Mark III lift. Snap it into the floor hole. Okay. Belt, 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 belt. Okay. And then there we go. So this will take 120 or 180 ore. Everything else is split off. Let's go ahead and get this belted up. So we need splitters. Again, heading this direction. Then we'll put a splitter here. And then we will grab a conveyor floor hole and put it there. And that is going to be a Mark I lift. There. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Let's get this belted up. Okay. Connected, and connected. All right. So, one more time. 30 and 30 is 60. So 60, 120, 180, 210, plus the other 30 for 240. This does not need to go there. That is useless in that location. Let's get it highlighted. There we go. Got rid of that. And we will put it right here. With a Mark III lift. Going that direction. Okay. So this no longer feeds over to here. It's going to feed to right here. Let's grab our lift, stick that in, come out here, grab our belt, and a perfect fit there. I love it. Okay, this one's ready to go. This one is going to be a Mark I lift, and I'm actually going to angle it back this direction because I want these are going to feed this way, right? So I don't want this to get in the way. So I will bring this belt. I'll have to run it up here. The question is how do I guess I can come around this way, and then we do another merger here to merge this 60 going that way with a 30 that comes from over there. So we'll have an additional 90 over here. So let's grab a merger, and we want it to go that direction. So we will pop it right there. Now this is 60 coming out, so that's a Mark I belt. Let's get this thing routed. This is also going to be a Mark I. And we can do a straight shot over this way. There. Over to here. Rotate that around. Okay. Bring that to there. Perfect. Okay. So that wasn't that bad. We have all of the iron plate that we're going to need for this project. It's all ready to go. We haven't figured out outputs yet, but outputs are going to go up anyway, not down. So we don't need to worry about that down here. And then we'll bring these other 240 lines and that 90 line over to here for whatever our next part of the project is going to be. But for right now, let's hook up our outputs. Don't fall off because, yeah, that would probably kill me. Do you know that if your health is full, you can actually fall from any distance and survive? That's what I've heard. Okay, so we are going to have 3 feeder lines of plates. And all of these plates are going to reinforce plate. None of this is going for storage or anything else, correct? Am I right in that? Because these are all making reinforced plates, and then in the assembler, we were going to do modular frames, which require reinforced plate and rods. And what else were we going to do? Rotors? Rotors. No? Yeah. Yeah, modular frames and rotors. But I didn't want to make any additional screws. That's what it was. We can make screws for the project, but we don't, none for storage. Because we need rotors. Stators, we can't. Stators will be in the steel factory. We're making stators. Yeah, because we're not banking any more reinforced plate. Okay. So, get rid of that. And output. So mergers. Feeding back this direction. No, bastard. There we go. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a, how many plates was this? 20, right? 20 per. So that's 40, 80, 120. So we can do a Mark II belt, feeding all of this. And then do a Mark II lift here. And we're just going to, right now, this is just going to be kind of a placeholder so we understand what's going on at a glance. And then this is a 60 line. Right, 20, 40, 60. So this is Mark 1 all the way through with a Mark 1 lift. Put that in line. Now this one over here is 80. So I'm just going to jump to the Mark II belt here to carry the difference. The Mark II lift. That in line with the rest of them. There we go. Okay. Next. We need wire, a crap ton of wire. We're going to drop our assembler back down because this is the other part of the calculation that we hadn't done yet. Okay, so we know that we need 37.5 wire per minute. And we were doing 13.33. So 37.5 times 13.3333. We need 500 wire. Ouch. It's ouchy. Oh my God. 500 wire. 500 wire. Writing that down. Okay. You can go away now. Yeah, 500 wire. So now, oh yeah, we need to build a constructor to look at the iron wire recipe. Iron wire. 12.5 gives us 22.5. Okay, so let's figure out how many constructors we need first. So we're going to divide our 500 by 22.5. 500 divided by 22.5 is 22.22222. Okay, so 25.2222 wire constructors. Okay. Now, 12.5. So 12.5 times 22.2222. It's 277. Ain't that some shit? We just did 22. We are literally 35 over what our belts can, what we're doing on our belt. But that's a good thing. Okay, so if it's 0.2222, I'm just going to overfeed this. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, because we have a belt of 90 down below, right? So we could split that belt twice or just once, and that gives us 45. Plus a 240 line that we have running underneath here. That will put us just over by about 10, well 8 per minute. So it won't be terribly efficient. And trying to figure out underclocking, overclock, no, screw all that. We're not doing all that. I'm not going all the way back to the smelter to underclock or overclock one. Just no, that's just insane. So can we get closer? If we had 35, can we get 35? Well, we have 30, right? We have 30 extra over here, right? This 30 extra. But then we have to split that 60 and get, so this 30 plus the 240 is 270. So then essentially we would need 8 to make it right. Or did we just slightly underfeed it and just deal with it? It's another one of those conundrums. What do you guys think? That's a lot of damn wire. That's what I think. We're going to have to break up into at least 2 belts. At 500 units, we could feed it on 2 Mark III belts on the output. That's not bad. So we could do some combining. So, got 30. Or we could over push it. We could push it really good. Okay, so if we get rid of this 30 line, right? That 30 line is going up top with one of these 240 lines. Okay, so that's just going to go up there. This 60 line, if we brought the 60 line out here and split it 3 ways, that's a 20, right? 3 20s. And then split one of those 20s, it gives us 10. That would put us at 280, or yeah, 280. So then we're overdriving that line. So eventually something's going to back up every once in a while. It's going to have that little hiccup where it goes, oh, I'm full. I can't take any more. I need to evacuate something. But that would work. And it wouldn't actually require all that much more. So let's pull this back. All my beautiful belt work gone. We'll leave it back there for now. Okay, this merger can go. We don't need the merger. So we are going to grab, this is a 60 line, so it's only a Mark 1. We're going to come out here and flip that around this way. Okay. And then we're going to put another splitter here. Okay, so let's get rid of this line. And we'll just put a splitter here. And then we'll hook directly into it. Okay, so splitter goes there. And then we will split this line. So 60 comes in. Then we got 20 out, 20 out. And then this would be a 20 out into two 10s. 110 goes with that 30 to give us the 40 plus 240. So that's 280. And we needed 277 and some change, right? Yeah, 277.7775. So yeah, feeding it 3 extra ingots a minute, I'm okay with that. And then this line would merge back in with this one and this one. So it would give us 50 extra coming out of here. And I probably... I put this here. That work? No, probably needs to go there. Because then I could get a line out going that direction. That works. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Put this one here. I'm just trying to conserve as much space as I can down here. Okay. And then do this. And then this will come over. No, don't stop it. That'll come there. That's our 10 line. And then we can grab a merger. Put the merger based off of this splitter. There. No. Merger needs to be based off of this splitter. Yep. Okay, this belt should be able to loop right in. Okay. This belt. No. Oh, did I aim it wrong? I did. Damn it. Grab you. Okay. That direction. There. Okay. And then get that belt right in there. Perfect. One more time. You got it. Okay. So this is our 60 line, right? 60 line feeds into this splitter, breaks into 3. 20 going out, 20 going forward, 20 going to the right. This 20 gets split again into 2 10s. This 10 pairs up with that 30 over there and one of these 240s to give us 280 of the, oh, I got rid of it. The 277.7775. So we're going to be slightly over with this 10 and that 30 feeding in with a 270. Okay. And I'm okay with the over. I'd rather have the over than the under. That would be a bummer. So now we've got the 20 feeding into, hold on, let me drop out of fly mode. Okay. This 20 feeds back into the merger. That 20 there, in between these two, feeds into the merger. This 10 feeds into the merger. So now we have 50 coming out here to do with something else down the road. Does that make sense to everyone? Luckily, we're not dealing with stupid, crazy numbers. Awesome. So let's go set up 25.22 instructors. Okay. So we're going to need some more floors, I'm thinking. Okay, so 20, we'll say 23, and we'll just run one at 22%. Not that it matters one way or the other. We could overclock one or just underclock the crap out of one. But actually, let's just underclock. Okay, so we can fit 4 across. Right, so if we give ourselves one little bit of space here and flip this around that way. Okay, so it's in line. And we're doing 4 across, so we need 6. Because we're building 23 total. Yeah. So that goes there. And then we flip this around and line it up with that one there. Okay. Then we line up with this one here. Another 6. And then 5 over here. For 23. Man, that's... Okay. The good news is that we only need to feed this in on 2 lines. Or no? Yeah. Feed here. Feed here. So, time for splitters. And we're going to come up on this side. So we want to go that direction. Let's get down here a little bit easier where it's easier to see. It is. Wait till you see my steel foundry that I have planned. I've gone through it and done all the production stuff for it. Oh my God, it's a nightmare. But I cut out a bunch of it because I'm going to use the wet concrete for all the concrete for the encased industrial beams. So it went from 16 constructors for concrete to 3 refineries. Yeah, I mean, I was like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. I will absolutely drop a couple water extractors. It's 2.5. So 3 of them with one of them at 50%. And feed 360 concrete in and get 240 out or something like that. So yeah, I would much rather deal with 3 refineries than 16 constructors. Because then you have to deal with crap like this. Okay, so here's the issue. We have 280, right? 280. Because we have let's say we're using this line. So this is a 240 ingots going that way. Plus 10, plus 30. So that's 280. Well, our belts can only do 270. So how do because I got to make sure that everything works, right? That we're feeding everything properly. So if I combine the 10 and the 30, we split the 240 and we feed that into 2 mergers, right? We merge the 10 and the 30 together and then split that. So then we get 140 on each leg. 140, yeah. 140 and 140 is 280. So this comes out, gets split. So 120, 120. And then we add 20 from our 2 little nubbin things to each leg. Boy, why do I do this to myself? it'll work, I think. Okay, because let's come up here. We're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So if we say 12 times 15 is 180. Right, I know. So that's 180, and then it's 11 times 15, 165. That didn't, hold on, 165 plus 180. That can't be right. How did I screw up this math this bad? Oh, it's 12.5. I was thinking 15. Okay, hold on. Hold on. That's how I screwed it up. Okay, 12.5 times 12 is 150. Times 11, 137.50. This works out perfect. Perfect, I tell you. Okay, this side needs 150, right? Okay, so the 12 side needs 150. This is easier than I thought. Okay, I split, we'll go back to this one. I split this one, 120, 120. I have 30 right there. 120 plus 30 is 150. So this leg merges with that leftover, feeds that whole set of 12. This 10 merges with this 120, feeds this set of 11. I think we're still off though, right? We off? 12.5 times 11 is 137.50. And we're at 130. Oh, that's no good. It's easy enough to fix. It's actually easier than I would think. This goes away. This is 20. Right? Because we split the 63 ways. So 120 plus half of this 240 gives me 140. And we need 137. Yeah, the projects in this game get more and more convoluted. But that's part of the challenge because you're learning the new things as you go along. And as long as you don't kind of jump the gun, it's not too bad. Okay. So let's go drop our floor holes here. This one goes here. This one will go here. Now that I know which direction these are all flowing, we can now put in our splitters here. Make sure I'm pointed in the right direction. M. And then that will just be a single feed directly in. Redunculous. Come on, get. There we go. All right. Feed that there, that there, that there, that there. Okay. Over on this side, we need to belt this. So hey Slacker, you need to let Vault Girl know that for my nephew, he's graduating. this year. And for his graduation party, he requested 2 dishes from me. He wanted me to bring 2 dishes. Everyone else only had to bring 1. I have to bring 2. And since the young man surprised me this weekend and came over and mowed my yard, I'm going to make sure that he gets both. He wants my pasta salad and Valgro's jalapeno pepper dip. So, because I made it for Christmas or whatever it was, and he loved it. So, yeah, I just thought that was funny. All right. Oh, I got to do the middle. Yeah, he's a great kid. Great kid. Yeah, he came over a few weeks ago and mowed my yard, so I took him to the movies. I took him to see Doctor Strange. All right, so we're doing a Mark III lift. And a Mark III lift. Okay. So everything is done up here. Now we just need to figure out the bottom down here. Okay. So we're dealing with a lift here. Let's put that in. And a lift over here. So, since one of these has to advance, I guess I could shoot straight up the middle and not have to worry about it. No, I'm going to have to go around one of them. I'm going to have to go around the outside. Because I have to split these up, and then one goes that direction, one goes that direction. So this one is going to go that direction, and we're just going to move it out of the way for right now. Let's kick that over. There we go. And we'll bring it over toward this wall here. Oh, no. I can't live with that. Okay. Needs to be there. What the hell's wrong with my sprint? There we go. Okay. That in line now? That's better. Okay. Make sure that this doesn't get in the way. We'll just bring it to this point. Okay. Now, this is going to come out. We're going to put just a little bit of a belt on it, right? Actually, let's just put the splitter in first. So we want the splitter this direction. Lined up there. Okay, then we'll come over here, grab our belt. That goes in. Okay, and then over here, we want to grab a merger. We wanted it pointed right at that lift there. Okay. This is probably not going to belt in. Yeah. So we will flip that around. Oh, would it belt in that way? It will. We are totally doing that instead. Okay, make sure that's pointed in the right direction. It is. At the right spot? No, it swallowed it whole. There we go. That's the right spot. So now we will replace that once again. It does not need to be a Mark III lift. Even better. Cleaner is always better. Okay. This is a 120. So we're going to bring it here and there. Do the little rotate. Go 2 in and bam. Okay, this needs to be a Mark III into there. Okay, so we got our 120 plus our 30. That gives us 150. And that is exactly what we needed for the 12 constructors up here. This side. Let's grab our merger. I want it to go that way. Okay. We'll replace this belt. That's just a Mark I belt coming out of here. Into there. Let's get this out of the way. Right? Yeah, this was our 60 split. 20 that way, 20 into the merger, and 20 this way. And then we have 120 over here. So this gives us 140. So this is a 120. And am I going to be able to... No. All right. That's all right. Let's get it as close as we can. Okay. And then a Mark III belt goes in there. Perfect. So this will feed up here with 140, and we needed, just double checking the math here, 12.5 times 11, 137.5. So we're pushing just a few extra ingots every level, but that's totally fine. Okay, so now over here, we've got 40 extra. 40. Okay, so we will bring this down in line with those, just like we did with that other belt. So now we have 280 left, right? We've got 240 over there, 40 over here. Okay, so these will all run perfectly fine. Now we need to belt up for the outputs. Now these outputs came this direction, right? We don't want those outputs to run that direction, because I'm assuming that right up here on the next floor is where we'll be putting our assemblers to put together our reinforced plate. So putting the outputs for all the wire down there doesn't make sense. So we'll have it come back down this direction. All right, Slacker, have a great night, buddy. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Okay. So we don't need one there. We'll put one here, 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 there, there. And then in here. Oh. Do an iron 22.5. And we've got 12. Oh, tell me that doesn't work out perfectly. For those of you that don't know, I'm running with Mark III belts that hold up to 270 items per minute. That's what I wanted to make sure, is that by feeding these 12 together, that I wasn't going to exceed my belt limit. Because that would be kind of silly to merge them all together now. But that works out perfect. Okay, and then don't need one on the last one. All right. This feeds in there. So there. Alrighty then. Let's put our lifts on it. And these are just, again, temporary, like we did with the other ones. Because obviously we're not going to feed this directly into the back of that one, but... Okay. So I think what we may do is do the plates. Just get this done. Put the iron plates in the wire all together, make the reinforced plates, and then we'll finish off the rest of the run making the rods and the screws and all that stuff. But we'll be doing it on Thursday night, because I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I've been sitting in this chair for going on 3+ hours now. So, and I had a long Monday. I was the only one in the office that could get anything done. So everyone was coming to me to get shit done. So I will be back Wednesday night with Planet Crafter. They just pushed out a big update. Most of the big update is already on the developmental branch, which is what we've been playing on lately. So we'll be taking a look at all the new stuff in Planet Crafter, including the teleporter. Oh yeah, it's probably locked behind something that god awful that we'll never be able to get to for like weeks and weeks and weeks, but we're gonna try. So I want to thank you guys so much, Miss Helene and anyone else that might be lurking in the background. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Thank you for all the likes and the comments and all that stuff. And until next time, you take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day in my life. See ya.